Hey guys, how are you? It's good to see you. Welcome back. This is Mitch from Mitch Bay Sales. So today I wanted to talk to you about a link you'll see below in this video. I think is very important. And the reason why I wrote this ebook for a number of reasons here, but let me tell you a couple things. The 1990 recession, the dot-com bubble, remember that dot-com bubble? The 2008 recession, 2010 flash crash, 2011 recession. Those are many of the reasons why I wrote my 40-page ebook for you and for people who are in our same situation, our same generation, shall we say, Gen X and baby boomers, because those recessions, those stock market crashes really hurt us pretty bad, as we all know. 55% of non-retirees have a 401k. Of that, 25%, no, of a different number, 25% have no retirement savings at all. So 55% have a 401k and 25% have no retirement money at all. Do you guys know who Ted Bena is? Benna. Ted was the father of the 401k. The 401k today is, in my opinion, abused and misused. And it's not just my opinion, because the one who made the 401k, Ted Bena, he himself has said that. The real purpose of the 401k was to augment or to assist you in your retirement. It was not to be this one all be all, one service for retirement. It was supposed to assist. He noted when it went to Congress, in his words, he said Congress have misconstrued the real purpose of his 401k. So what that really means is that he is telling you that this thing we rely on so heavily, this 401k, was never meant to sustain you throughout your retirement. It's kind of like, instead of giving you a well for retirement, you're getting maybe a couple of tuna, right? And he's trying to tell you that. So that's kind of a shocking story for me too. Another thing too, I had a friend too who retired some years ago, and he'd always spoke about retiring. He's going to just have a great time. But what I never heard him talk about was what he was going to do when he retired, what the plan was, right? He never spoke about it. He just always said to me and to many others who would hear him, he can't wait to get out of this blank place and do this and do that, whatever. Well, he retired. And then 19 months later, we found out he passed. So, talking to his wife, she told some of us the story that when he retired, he would just wake up late, worry about bills. They weren't ready for retirement, really. He didn't plan the retirement correctly. He just thought about the time off, but not about maybe so much of the bills they had to pay still, right? And so she was saying that it was worrying for her because they had no real plan. And so he got into a depression, basically. And then after 19 months, he did pass. So this is why I write this little 40-page ebook I got online there, because I want everybody here to tap into a reality here, right? We're boomers and we are Gen Xers. We're getting older. And so I don't see any reason why we should not start an eBay store also, right? I have two. I've had two for 6 years now. But when I first started, when I was 50 years old, when I first started, there wasn't much information there, for me at least. Or let me say this: the flow of the information went so fast because people in their 20s were talking about their eBay stores in a lingo and a speed I wasn't familiar with. Now, we know how to use computers. We can do that. But the jargon and the shorthand and the way they spoke and all the adjectives, I wasn't really sure how to do my store at first, right? It took me a while to catch on to all the lingo and stuff like that. But I didn't see anyone like us from our generation talk about eBay and stuff, So you guys have in your house, you have your first eBay store, but you just don't know it. And the reason why you don't know it, like my book says, decluttering to eBay store. So what that means is this. First thing is this. You have a lot of stuff around your house. Your kids are not going to want it. You have to come to that reality first. My kid doesn't want my stuff, you know. They're not interested in 60s and 70s and 80s stuff, you know, as far as any kind of value. So for you, it's gold. For them, it's maybe 10. And for eBay, it's gold, right? So that's number one. Number two is this, is that you should really think about, you take your stuff to Goodwill sometimes. I'm sure you have, right? But look at this transaction. Look at the transaction. First of all, I think it's great to help out people through Goodwill donations. That's great. It's fantastic. But hang on. You take your stuff from your house that you pay for. It's been sitting there for 8, 9, 10 years, who knows, right? You take it down to Goodwill, which is a good thing too, right? You give them the product. They in turn, they flip it, right? Because then people come there and they buy your stuff at a cheaper price, okay? You may get a tax write-off if you know how to do that stuff. That's fine. That's cool too, you know. But my paradigm has always been this. Why are you giving away stuff in your house that you bought for free? Why are you not capitalizing on what you have in your house into a store, into an eBay store, correct? So this is why I talk about in my ebook about decluttering. You want to take it room by room, space by space, maybe shelf by shelf, put that into an organized area, and open up your store and sell your stuff for your own profit, right? And then if you're retired already, or if you're nearing retirement, what a great way to spend your time, right? Because your brain is a muscle. If you do not use your brain like the muscle, you will lose it, right? Use it or lose it. Keeping an eBay store going is fun. It's a great sense of achievement, accomplishment. The income's always great too, right? You cannot say that getting an extra $500 to $1,000 a month is not a nice thing to have. That's net, by the way, net. It's not a nice thing to have. It's a fantastic feeling to have, right? It keeps you vibrant and it keeps you going. And so my thing is this, yes, if you want to give your money to Goodwill, your stuff to Goodwill, that's your deal, it's fine. I'm saying though, because of that reality of the 55% of retirees only have a 401k, then we have another 25% who do not have any retirement at all. Combined, that's 80% of people who are retiring are not really ready for that phase, right? So basically 4 out of 5 are not ready. Now, if you're in that 55% and you've had this 401k for 15 or 20 years, right? Even then, Ted Bina is telling you, you're not ready for that. It's not designed for that. It's like putting me on a little bicycle, and that bicycle is supposed to support me. It's not supposed to support me. Maybe if I had 10 little bicycles, yeah, it's fine, right? But that one bicycle was never designed to support a grown man like myself. Same thing with the 401k. It was not designed to support you all by itself. It's supposed to augment. So again, if you're in that 55%, you have this 401k, why not open your store, augment your money with your own stuff in your house initially, right? For the first 3 or 4 months, I'm sure you have enough stuff in your house to augment yourself. Look at the book. Check it out. You'll see what I mean. There's a pattern to do it. There's a way to do it. But I've never seen anybody write like I did about this idea. Why not declutter for yourself, right? Put your stuff somewhere, like in the garage somewhere, and then open up your store. Why would you just give away all your stuff? You can if you want. Great. Fantastic. But why would you give it away to Goodwill and they in turn can flip your stuff and sell it and make money and you're not making anything? Yeah, you're getting a decluttered house, but at what cost? The cost is that you're not selling your stuff that you could be making money for that you bought many years ago. And some of your stuff is amazing. If you ever go to a Goodwill store that's well organized, you will see some stuff is behind glass. Okay? Every item that comes from Goodwill is donated. This tells me many people do not know what they're giving to Goodwill. They're just giving it to them. I see nice perfumes on there, $100, $150 for one little bottle. I see nice shoes. I see vintage shirts on there, Aerosmith and all these names people just giving away to Goodwill. I see cool eyeglasses made in the 60s, never been used, to sit there, or some been used too, of course, to sit there behind the glass to be sold. People have no idea, me and probably you, the gold that is in your house, and you're just giving away. It's amazing to me. This one Goodwill store I go to in downtown San Diego, almost half their inventory is behind glass because they have a lot of nice stuff in there that people are just giving away. Even saw a diamond ring down there, beautiful, just sitting there, found in a sale, estate sale, So read the book. Let me know what you think about that. If you can do that plan, please do that. If you don't have an eBay store, I'll make more videos, of course, for you to show you how to open up an eBay store if you're interested. But I want to tell you, though, think about that future. That future is 80% of us are not ready. That's the future. But that's what I'm telling you, the good news, too. Though, you can be ready, or you can be ready in your retirement with your own money coming in from your own store, from your own work. I'm telling you, it's great, I'm in my mid-50s. I have a professional career, but I love doing eBay, too. I've been doing it for many years now. I love it. 6 years now, I'm still doing it. Come on, that's a great thing, right? So there we go. Please subscribe to my channel. And as always, please tell me what state you are watching from or what country you're watching from, and put it in the comment, please. This is a community here, okay? Thank you. Bye-bye.